My child, I speak to you now with urgency, for you have been drifting away from my voice. You have ignored my warnings, dismissed my signs, and chosen the distractions of the world over my truth. But now, you cannot afford to ignore me. Something is coming, something beyond what you have ever imagined. A great shaking is about to take place, and the foundations of what you thought was secure will tremble before your eyes. You may not have realized it, but the time is near. What you have sensed in your spirit, what you have felt but could not explain, is now upon you. This is not a time for hesitation. For the next 20 minutes hold a weight you cannot comprehend. You have overlooked my messages before, turned away when I have tried to reach you, but I am calling you again. This time, listen. This time, open your heart. This time, receive what I am telling you. The hour is late, and the heavens are stirring with divine movement. The signs have been in front of you, but your eyes have been clouded, and your ears have been closed. But now, I tear the veil away. Now, I remove the blindfold. Now, I speak, and you must hear. Do not take this lightly. For the words I am about to reveal are not just for your mind to understand, but for your spirit to grasp. You stand on the edge of something monumental, and I do not want you to fall. You have noticed the shift, haven't you? You have felt the unease, the disturbances that ripple through your days and nights. There has been an unrest in the atmosphere, a weight pressing down on the world, and yet you have tried to push past it, to pretend that all is well. But I tell you, my child, all is not well. The forces that move unseen are gathering, and a terrifying event is about to unfold. It will shake you to your core if you are not ready. You have dismissed my warnings before, treated them as mere words, as distant possibilities. But this is no longer a distant event. It is happening now, and you must prepare your heart. In the next moments, the spiritual world will shift in a way that will send shockwaves through the earth. The unseen realms are clashing, the battle that has raged in the heavens is now spilling over into the natural world. This is not a time to be asleep, to be lost in distractions, to be occupied with meaningless pursuits. My voice is calling out louder than ever before, and if you ignore it this time, you may not get another chance. You have been warned before, and I have been patient, but the time of decision is upon you. Choose now whom you will follow. Choose now where you will stand. The middle ground is vanishing. The illusion of neutrality is being shattered. You are either with me or against me. My child, do you not see what is happening? The events unfolding in the world are not random. The chaos, the destruction, the fear that grips the hearts of many, these are not merely the works of men. The enemy has been moving, working in secret, manipulating, twisting, preparing for his final deception. He is setting his plans in motion, and many are blind to it. They believe what they are told, they follow the path laid before them without question. But you, my child, must not be like them. You must see beyond the illusion, beyond the surface. You must recognize the true battle taking place. It is not of flesh and blood but of powers and principalities, of forces beyond what your eyes can see. The time is shorter than you think. The storm is closer than you realize. And when it comes, it will not give warning, it will strike with sudden force, and those who are not grounded in me will be swept away. Do you understand now why I speak with such urgency? Do you see why I am reaching out to you now? This is not to scare you, my child, but to awaken you. Fear is not your portion, but wisdom must be. You cannot walk blindly any longer. You cannot pretend that tomorrow is promised. You must act now, for the next moments are crucial. You have felt the disruptions, the strange occurrences, the shifts that have no logical explanation. Your spirit has sensed something stirring, but you have silenced those thoughts, brushed them aside as imagination. But I tell you, it was me speaking. I have been trying to get your attention, trying to show you what is happening. But you have been distracted. You have allowed yourself to be caught up in the things of this world, in worries that do not matter, in pursuits that will fade away. My child, wake up. There is no more time to delay. There is no more time to hesitate. You must return to me with all your heart, for the moment of reckoning is here. The things you thought were stable will be shaken. The people you trusted will reveal their true hearts. The systems you relied on will collapse. And in that moment, where will you stand? Will you be found in me, or will you be lost in the chaos? Do not ignore this message. Do not scroll past it. Do not push it aside like you have done before. This time, I am speaking directly to you. This is not for someone else. This is not a coincidence. You are reading this because I have ordained it. I have placed it in your path so that you would know, so that you would understand, so that you would have the chance to make the right choice. Do not turn away this time. In the next 20 minutes, something is shifting. The heavens are moving, and the repercussions will be felt on the earth. There will be a sign, a disturbance, a moment where the fabric of what you know will be shaken. Pay attention. Watch. Seek me. Listen. I will guide you if you let me. I will protect you if you come under my covering. But you must choose. The forces that oppose my kingdom are growing bolder. They no longer hide in the shadows. They are preparing for their moment, and many will be caught unaware. Many will be deceived. Many will fall because they did not listen when I spoke. But you, my child, do not have to be among them. You can stand firm. You can be protected. You can walk in my power, in my light, in my truth. But you must decide now. Do not wait until the moment of shaking to seek me, by then, it may be too late. I am calling you back. I am drawing you closer. I am speaking to you as a loving father, as a protector, as the one who knows what is coming and wants you to be prepared. Listen to my voice. Turn away from the distractions. Repent of the ways you have strayed. Fall on your knees and seek me with all your heart. And I will answer. I will reveal myself to you. I will cover you in my wings and shield you from what is to come. But do not take this as a game. Do not dismiss this as another message to be forgotten. This is a final warning, a final call. The next minutes are crucial. Watch. Pray. Seek me. The time is now. I love you, my child. That is why I speak. That is why I warn. That is why I call to you even now. Because I do not desire for you to fall. But you must listen. You must act. Do not delay. Do not turn away. The moment is here. Come back to me. Now. My child, I have been calling out to you, whispering into your spirit, urging you to listen, but you have turned away, distracted by the noise of the world. You have skipped my messages before, letting them slip through your fingers like grains of sand, but this time, you cannot afford to ignore what I am saying. This moment is unlike any other, for what is coming is no ordinary warning, no mild call to attention. This is a revelation from the depths of my kingdom, a truth that will shake you, a sign that you cannot afford to dismiss. The world is shifting, darkness is rising, and the hidden forces that have lurked in the shadows are now emerging into the light. You have felt it, haven't you? The unease in your spirit, the restless nights, the strange occurrences that seem too significant to be coincidences. These are not random events, they are signs. They are warnings from my kingdom that the time is near, that the veil between seen and unseen is thinner than ever before. But you, my child, have looked the other way, convincing yourself that there is still time, that things will remain as they always have. But I tell you now, the time is short. The very fabric of reality is trembling under the weight of what is to come. The heavens are stirring, the battle in the spiritual realm is intensifying, and soon, it will spill over into the physical world in ways you cannot even imagine. You have been given signs before, yet you have dismissed them. But this one you must not ignore. For in the next moments, something is about to unfold, something that will serve as a clear and terrifying confirmation that my words are true. You feel it even now, don't you? That deep stirring in your soul, that inexplicable sense of urgency, that growing awareness that something is not right. That is me speaking to you, that is my spirit reaching out, warning you, pleading with you to open your eyes before it is too late. You have been given the gift of discernment, yet you have been reluctant to use it fully. You have seen glimpses of the truth, but fear has caused you to look away. But this time, you must not turn away. You must not silence my voice. For what is about to happen is not just another event in the timeline of human history, it is a marker, a turning point, a declaration from the heavens that the clock is almost at midnight. Those who have eyes to see will understand. Those who are attuned to my voice will recognize it. But those who remain asleep, those who refuse to acknowledge the truth, will be swept away in the chaos that follows. And I do not want that for you, my child. That is why I am speaking to you now with such urgency. Your soul is at stake. Your destiny is being decided in this moment. Will you heed my warning? Will you finally listen? Or will you continue to dismiss my words, only to regret it when the evidence becomes undeniable? This is not a message of fear, but of preparation. I do not reveal these things to terrify you, but to awaken you, to equip you, to ensure that you are ready for what is to come. The world has entered a season of shaking, where everything that can be shaken will be shaken. The foundations of men's empires will crumble. The proud will be brought low. The hidden will be exposed. And those who have built their lives on falsehood will watch as their illusions shatter before their very eyes. But those who have stood firm in me, those who have rooted themselves in my truth, will not only endure, they will rise. They will be the light in the darkness, the ones who stand when others fall, the voices of wisdom when confusion reigns. But you cannot be one of them if you do not listen now. You cannot stand firm if you do not prepare. The time for half measures is over. The time for lukewarm faith has passed. Either you are with me, fully, completely, unshakably, or you will be swept away by the tide that is coming. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot straddle the line between truth and deception. The hour demands decision. You must choose. And know this, what is coming in the next moments is only the beginning. It is a warning shot, a precursor, a demonstration of what is yet to unfold on a much larger scale. Do not let the world convince you that it is nothing, that it is just another random event. Look deeper. See with spiritual eyes. Recognize the fingerprints of the unseen realm, the battle that rages beyond what your human senses can perceive. For those who walk in ignorance will be caught unaware, but those who walk in wisdom will know exactly what is happening. The moment is upon you. Do not be afraid, but do not be blind. Open your eyes, my child. Open your heart. Hear my voice, and let it lead you to safety. The choice is yours, but know this, I am calling you for a reason. I have chosen you to hear this message for a reason. Do not let it be in vain. I love you, and I do not desire that you should be lost. That is why I have spoken. That is why I am warning you now. But my love does not override your free will. You must decide. Will you listen, or will you turn away once again? The moment of truth is here. Choose wisely. My beloved child, my creation, the one I have formed with my own hands, the one whom I have watched over from the beginning of time, listen closely to my words. You have walked a path filled with choices, decisions, and consequences. You have moved forward, often unaware of the forces around you, the unseen battles, the whispers in the wind, the silent warnings that I have placed in your path. But now, I must speak clearly, for the time is urgent, and you cannot afford to ignore this message. You have overlooked many signs, you have dismissed many whispers, you have chosen to close your eyes when I have tried to open them. But this time, you cannot afford to turn away. The moment is near, the hour is upon you, and I am disappointed that you have not heeded my warnings before. But because I love you, I extend my hand once more. Because I do not wish for you to be lost, I call out to you again. But this is your final chance to listen. Do you feel the shift in the air? Do you sense the unease in your spirit? Do you recognize that something is moving, something beyond your understanding? The heavens are stirring, the earth trembles beneath the weight of what is to come. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit knows. Your soul has felt the disturbance, but you have ignored it, buried it beneath distractions, convinced yourself that it was nothing. But it is something, my child. It is everything. The kingdom is shifting, the balance is shaking, and you stand at the edge of a moment that will change everything. The enemy has moved closer than you ever realized. He has crept into places you once believed to be safe. He has whispered into ears that once spoke words of love. He has planted seeds of deception, of doubt, of betrayal. And now, they have taken root. The people you trusted, the ones you thought would stand beside you, they have listened to these whispers. They have turned, even as they smile in your presence, even as they call you their own. They have made choices in secret, they have walked paths that you do not yet see, but I see them. I have watched. I have waited. And now, the moment has come for exposure. You must understand, my child, that not everyone who walks with you is for you. Not everyone who calls you friend is a friend. Not everyone who stands by your side is loyal. There are those who have watched you, not with love, but with envy. There are those who have smiled, not with joy, but with malice. There are those who have pretended, and their time of pretending is coming to an end. The mask will fall. The truth will be laid bare. And when it does, you must not be surprised. You must not be shaken. I am telling you now so that you will be prepared. I am revealing this before it happens so that when it does, you will not falter, you will not fall into despair. Instead, you will know that my hand is upon you, that my voice has spoken, that my plan is unfolding exactly as it must. Do not be afraid. Do not run in fear. Do not allow doubt to take hold of your heart. The enemy seeks to frighten you, to shake your confidence, to make you question everything. But I am here. I have always been here. I have never left you, not for a single moment. Even when you doubted, even when you turned away, even when you refused to listen, I remained. Because my love is unshaken, my love is unbreakable, my love is eternal. But my child, hear me when I say this, you cannot delay any longer. The next moments are crucial. The next steps are defining. A very scary event is coming. It is not distant. It is not something to consider later. It is upon you now. Within the next minutes, the shift will occur. The world will tremble. The unseen will manifest. And you must be ready. The heavens have given warning, the signs have been placed, and you cannot claim ignorance. You have seen them. You have felt them. Now is the time to act. Now is the time to stand firm. Now is the time to listen. Do not say that you were not told. Do not claim that you were unaware. I have spoken before, and you have ignored it. I have shown signs, and you have dismissed them. But now, in this moment, as you read these words, you know the truth. You feel it within you. There is no denying it any longer. The world is not as it seems. The reality you have known is shifting. And I am calling you to wake up before it is too late. This is not a message of doom, but of preparation. This is not a message to bring fear, but to bring clarity. Because, my child, you must understand that what is coming is not to destroy you, but to separate, to reveal, to cleanse. The darkness has mingled with the light for too long. The lies have disguised themselves as truth for too long. The wicked have moved among the righteous unnoticed for too long. But no longer. I am shaking everything. I am tearing away the veil. And you will see. You will finally see. There are things you will lose. There are people you will be forced to walk away from. There are places you will no longer be able to go. But understand this, anything that falls in this season was never meant to remain. Anyone who leaves was never meant to stay. Any door that closes was never meant to be open. This is a season of cleansing. This is a season of exposure. This is a season of truth. And though it may be painful, though it may shake you, though it may leave you questioning everything, know this, it is my hand at work. And my hand does not make mistakes. My hand does not falter. My hand does not fail. So take heart, my child. Strengthen yourself in my presence. Do not allow fear to control you. Do not allow doubt to weaken you. Stand firm in the truth. Trust in my words. And when the moment comes, when the scary event unfolds before your eyes, when the things I have warned you about come to pass, remember this: I told you. I prepared you. And I am with you still. You are mine. I have called you by name. And nothing, no force in heaven or on earth or beneath the earth, can take you from my hand. Stand strong. Stay awake. Watch closely. And above all, do not ignore this message. For the time is now. The moment has arrived, and everything is about to change.